The Yemen peace process advances as relief ships dock. I can't even say that name. Hodida. Now, for those that may not know, this is like the humanitarian effort that's going on, and that has been going on in Yemen is one of the things that the left has been talking about, is saying, hey, if you're a humanitarian, this is like the issue that's going on. And just like that, and it's my belief that this is China inspired. China is inspiring something
100%.
like this. Now, there might be some inner workings behind that they actually did, but I'm talking about reporting. I haven't seen any report. I don't know if you have, Nick, where China actually pushed this, but it's no way that they did the Saudi-Iran deal and then a week later they're talking about Yemen and South. Like that's not a coincidence to me.
This was one of the things that was included in the Saudi Arabia-Iran peace deal was to resume talks on peace in Yemen.
Okay, now, then it does explain it.
Yeah, just to provide some context, the Biden administration tried to bring peace in Yemen, but you had the Saudi-backed coalition who broke the ceasefire, because one of the conditions of the ceasefire was they would lift the blockade, and they failed to lift the blockade. And then the Houthis responded in kind, because they said, okay, the ceasefire is null and void because you guys are still blocking goods from our government-controlled areas. So then they start attacking. And then the Western media, oh my God, the Houthis broke the agreement, even though it was a Saudi-backed coalition first. So the reason why the Biden administration in the West wanted to do this, and I don't know if you remember this as well, CJ and crowd, you had Bernie Sanders' the squad. That's when all of a sudden they found the courage to talk about Yemen again. And remember, I did a segment. I was like, guys, this shit is not a coincidence. Like Bernie all of a sudden tweeting about Yemen now. That is not a coincidence, even though he was silent, because the Biden administration in the U.S. was already shifting that they wanted to end the war in Yemen. The reason why is because they had a giant war in Ukraine they wanted their allies to focus on, and they did not want the giant cloud of hypocrisy of Yemen hanging up. So they went to Saudi Arabia like, man, we were really trying to create a united front against Russia and condemning them against war crimes. And that's going to be very hard to do if you guys are waging a genocide in Yemen. And this is literally what the Department of Defense was quoted in the statement that was covered. They said they wanted to end the war in Yemen because it makes their stance on Ukraine look hypocritical. So that's why the United States wanted to end the war in Yemen, but they failed. Bernie Sanders and the progressives, they've made a big tweet storm and push for it. They failed, and then you guys know they didn't follow up on it. You guys know that's how I know it's part theater. And I know I'm going a little long here, but I'm trying to explain it.
No, go ahead. No, do you?
I knew that was theater because you can tell Bernie and LC would care about this. They tweet about this all the time. Not only when it's a Democrat thing, because it was a whole Democrat thing to end the war in Yemen, and it didn't work. It didn't work, and then they went back silence. They went silence again. So then China made a peace deal between Saudi Arabia and Iran, which Saudi Arabia and Iran was serious about because China's economic prowess and their willingness and their want to form a partnership with China. So when Biden and Blinken went to Saudi Arabia and they were demanding to end the war in Yemen, they were like, shut the fuck up. We don't give a fuck. Then G went to Saudi Arabia, like, oh, this is my nigga, bro. Oh yeah, no Yemen shit, no, we all good, bro. We don't need that shit no more. We all good. So this is a giant blow to the United States and the people in the left, the social democrats who hate China. China accomplished what Bernie Sanders and the progressives could not. They ran on restoring peace in Yemen since 2019. Bernie ran on that. And then he forgot about it when Biden won. So China did something that even the progressive left couldn't do. But sorry, that's my rant, my spill. CJ, I'll pass back to you. There's lots.
Yeah, just showing you another. Yeah, just showing some headlines here. Saudi officials to hold peace talks with Houthis. That's how you pronounce it. I think that's how you said it.
Yep.
In Yemen capital report. And I'm just showing you, just some articles showing how, it went from 0 to 60 real quick in Yemen. Yeah. Like it went like overnight. Russian inspired. I'm sorry, and that's like you said, China inspired through the deal with Iran and Saudi Arabia.